Hey guys, Bad Avenger. I'm back with another video. Uh, been busy. I got a lot of books that I want to show. Try to go through this kind of quick because there's quite a few books to show. So, starting with Teen Titans number 32, the B cover. I really like this cover of Lobo. I mean, this is classic Lobo. Beautiful, beautiful cover. Um, Next, Batman City of Bane, issue number 75. This is the third third cover. Well, it's the plain cover. Couldn't find a regular cover. I know I got it on hold at my other shop, so I'm not really worried about it. But for some reason, this book is hot, and this is the first blank cover that I've seen, so I definitely had to grab it. Got it for cover price, so I was happy about that. Another hot book that's out that came out, Captain Marvel, number 8, with the first appearance of a character called Star. But it's been reported or pre-ported that she actually appeared in issue number 1 of this very book of Captain Marvel. Oh, and I just noticed this is the what is that? The Carnageized variant, because it's got the red thing going on in her insignia. And I have the Carnageized variant for that too. Got the Carnageized variant for Daredevil number 8, and for Deadpool number 15. Definitely picked up. I'm becoming a Go-Go Power Rangers or a Mighty Moving Power Rangers, either or. I'm starting to get kind of attached to them. So I had to pick up issue number 21 of the Go-Go Power Rangers. Red Sonja, Birth of the She-Devil, issue number 2, Perillo cover. Definitely picked up Transformers, Ghostbusters issue 2 with the Ecto version of a Transformer. Another Perillo cover. I got this one today. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, number 7. Beautiful cover. Got this one today, and I went to 2 stores, and the one that I found this in, actually I got 2 copies of it. They were just right behind all the other issues. I think it's up to issue 3, so I kept going back, and sure enough, there were 2 copies of it. This book is supposedly being optioned for, I think, a television show or a Netflix show or one of the streaming services. But I was glad to get that. The 8-bit variant cover for Spider-Man City at War number 5. Got the Walmart issue 1 of Black Cat. I've run into this book. I got 3 copies. I gave one to a friend of mine, and I went to another Walmart the other day, and there were 3 copies of it there. So I may go back and get them. Nobody at that Walmart, they got the comic books all backed up. Nobody's buying them at their store. All the Walmart variants and for Marvel and DC. So I'll probably go back and pick them up. And in that pack, also, it was 3 in a pack. It had the variant issue to X-23 number 1, the second printing, and the second printing of Fantastic Four number 1. So it was a pretty good deal. When I was at my comic book shop, I was digging through the bargain bins, and I started picking up missing animated series books that I needed. Batman the Brave and the Bold number 17, number 18, and number 7 of the all-new Batman the Brave and the Bold. So apparently it went through a volume 2 or a second series. And I also found another copy of Batman The Dark Knight number 3. First appearance of DC's White Rabbit. Great Finch cover. Pick up another copy of Action Comics number 598. First appearance of Checkmate. And Fury of Firestorm number 20. Appearance of Killer Frost. Now these I love. I love these early DC Comics Presents because they were drawn by one of my favorite illustrators, Jose Garcia Lopez. And this is issue number 2 of DC Comics Presents with Superman and Flash. I also picked up issue number 3 with Superman and Adam Strange. And number 17 with Superman and Firestorm. And I found this one too. This is a Jim Starlin book for DC Comics Presents with Superman and Starman with Mongol the Merciless in it. And issue is completely drawn by Jim Starlin, and just a fantastic book. I don't know if a lot of people have paid any attention to this book from Free Comic Book Day. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2019 Free Comic Book Day. This book here has part of issue 95 in it. And I think this came out before 95. It has the beginning where they have Jennika and the ambulance trying, and they're debating on what they're going to do with her, and it shows her bleeding out exactly like it does in issue 95 of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So this might be a book to try to hunt down if you can find it. Also, I picked up in the bins Vicki Valentine from Renegade Press. I don't know what issue number it is, but for $3 I couldn't pass it up. And it's by Bill Wagen. Found another copy of Youngblood number 3, first appearance of Supreme. And another copy of Dark Horse Presents, issue number 10, with the first appearance of The Mask. Oh, been a little busy. Okay, now I found Adam Hughes The Ghost. This is the Ghost Special. Adam Hughes cover. I also found Ghost number 1, illustrated by Adam Hughes on the cover and interior. And I also picked up Ghost number 3, Adam Hughes art and cover. Got another copy of Vampirella, Death and Destruction, number 2, with a great Adam Hughes cover. And I was happy to get this one, Vampirella, the first full color issue from Harris Comics, issue number 1, with a cover by Dave Stevens, and it has the coupon inside for if you send off for the free Dave Stevens poster. Found some Quasar. Just one of my favorite ones. The Todd McFarlane cover of Quasar, Cosmic or What. In this Quasar, I was trying to remember what was so special about it. It has the appearance of 2 different Watchers, 2 new Watchers for their first appearance. Ulala, and one is Amtu or something. But they make their first appearance in Quasar number 15. And I found another copy of Quasar number 30 with the first appearance on the cover of a Venomized character, which is the Venomized Thor. Captain America 327. This book needs a press. It's got a great Mike Zeck illustration of John Walker versus Captain America. And we all know John Walker is making an appearance in Winter Soldier and Falcon series that's coming out. So this book should be something you should be looking out for. I remember when this book was hot. Nomad number 4, all because it had Deadpool on the front cover of it. It's kind of tamed off now, but it still is a book that's pretty collectible. Got X-Men Worlds Apart, issue number 1. Great J. Scott Campbell cover of Storm. Iceman number 2 from his 4-issue limited series. And I also have Iceman number 3, the first appearance of Oblivion, which may tie in with the Null and all this stuff dealing with Venom. So, I mean, this book has picked up. It's pretty valued out of the whole 4-issue set. This is the one you want to get, issue number 3. Went back looking for, because they had a good run of Dazzler. I wanted the one with the Thriller cover by Bill Sienkiewicz, but it was already gone, so I picked this one up for issue number 28. It's a great Bill Sienkiewicz cover. I also picked this one up, Sensational She-Hulk number 39. Apparently this book is picking up steam because it's one of them girly covers that everybody's looking out for, the John Byrne She-Hulk girly cover. I was glad to find a copy of this one. I had saw it one time before and I didn't pick it up. When I went back to the store, it was gone, but luckily another collection came in and this was in it. Marvel Fanfare number 10 with George Perez's Black Widow on the front cover. This book is picking up steam because it's a solo story of Black Widow. I'm glad to pick this up. This is 1979 direct edition Marvel Team Up issue number 89 with Spider-Man and Nightcrawler. I love getting any of these 1979 direct editions. This is when the direct market actually started in 1979. So they started putting the slash marks through the UPC code to be able to distinguish a newsstand from a direct edition. Now this is the 1980 direct edition. That's when they started using Spider-Man's image instead of the UPC code for the direct edition books. And I'm glad to have this. This is Marvel Team Up number 100, direct edition. First appearance of Karma of the New Mutants. And it's a Frank Miller story, Frank Miller cover and art, I'm sorry. Black Widow, they didn't have number 1 art, they have number 1. This is the Marvel Knights. But this book is picking up steam because of what's going on with the plans for Scarlet Witch, Black Widow movie, which is going to tie in heavily with Black Widow 2. So if you see this, it's a 4-issue run. If you can get the number 1, the first issue is the hottest, but I guarantee you the whole issues 1 through 4 will become hot. This is a book from my childhood that I remember. Man-Wolf, Marvel Premiere featuring Man-Wolf number 45. I love that George Perez cover. That is just awesome. And Man-Wolf is actually J. Jonah Jameson Jr., the son of J. Jonah Jameson. When he was an astronaut, he went to the moon and he got the moonstone, a piece of a moonstone that attached itself to him, and at certain times it turns him into a wolf. This is a great book. Like I said, it brings back a lot of childhood memories for me. I also found a better copy of Strange Tales number 20 with Brother Voodoo than the one that I actually had, and I'm so glad to get that. All right. Green Lantern number 100. This is the harder to find version. There's 3 different versions. This is the one that has both Hal Jordan and Kyle Rayner on the cover. The other 2 covers, one has Kyle Rayner and the other one has Hal Jordan. But to find one like this one with both of them on it, it's really hard. It's really hard to get. I also found this in the bargain box. This is Superman number 123, the first appearance of Superman Blue. And what makes this special is signed by Dan Jurgens and Joe Rubinstein. And it also has this is numbered issue 4,923 of 8,800. And it comes with the certificate of authenticity. So I was glad to pull that out of the bin. Now this brings back a lot of my childhood. I'm trying to get the whole set. These are the All-Star comics. Now, I had 3 copies of the first appearance of Power Girl, and like a dunce, I sold all 3. So now I got to go back and get that issue. But I'm trying to get mostly all of that run. It wasn't a long run. I think it ran for like maybe a year, 2 years. And with this pile here, it really significantly did the job for me. So that's issue number 66. This is issue number 67. But what's weird about this issue of this book, the first page, the second page actually, it has Power Girl on it, but the entire page is like she's green, like a scroll. She's green colored. I don't know if that's a color printing error or not. So I haven't run across another copy of this book to compare it to. If anybody has a copy of it, open the book up and on the second page and see if the color is right or if it's a alternate color job or a color error. But I was glad to get this one, issue number 67. I also got issue number 68. Issue number 70. Issue number 69 is the first appearance of the Huntress. Actually, Huntress appeared in 2 different books at the same time. And I think I do have this one. I have to check in my file cabinet. The first appearance of the Huntress from All-Star Comics. This is issue number 71. I was glad to get that. And all these books here that I show you, these All-Star Comics, all of these books are valuable. I think they're all at least 40. They're worth $40 in mint. And these books are in very, very, very minty shape. No spine ticks, no nothing. Issue number 72 with Thorn. Issue number 73 with the Evil Huntress and Sportsmaster. And the last issue of the series, issue number 74. This is when it stopped. This is the one that's worth a lot of money. It's worth like maybe $60. And I was so happy when I pulled it. I picked it up and I was glad to get it. But not only did it have one, but it had 2 of them there. So I took both of them. And the last book that I'm going to show, this book really is one of the books that really means a lot to me. When I was a kid, me and my neighbor, we always used to walk uptown and buy a soda pop, some candy or whatever. And we started buying comic books. And I remember I got this book, E-Man #1, and he got Yang #1. And it just brings back so many great memories of when I was a kid. And I always wanted this book back. And what's so great about it, this book, like it just came off the press. There's nothing wrong with this book. This book, whoever had this book before me, before I got it, they must have immediately just put it away. I mean, it looked like it hasn't even been open, period. And for me to find this is like, for me, a major achievement. The book is worth maybe $30, $40, okay, tops. But to me, it's worth everything. This book, E-Man, Joe Stanton art, oh man, I enjoyed E-Man. And then you had John Byrne doing Rock, was it 2000 or 3000 in the back, and then Doomsday Plus One came out, and at the same time, I think you had, at the time, Emergency was the hot television show that came out, and then you had $6 Million Man. Joe Stanton did the cover for that one, and eventually Bionic Woman came out. I mean, that's when Charlton Comics was really like, they were going through to me, like a renaissance. And it just brings back so many great memories. So that's all I got to show, guys. Like I said, I'm in basically semi-retirement mode. I'm still making videos, but maybe not as often. So I got so much to do, you know, that it's just really occupying my time. Um, and I love making videos, and I love getting the response from everybody. Oh, and speaking of which, I want to thank each and everybody who participated in my auction. It turned out great, so great that I'm going to have another auction. I'll probably throw a video up of that, possibly Friday, if not Saturday, and I'll give all the information for that. Right now, I'm still pulling books, so it's not going to be 96 lots like I did the last time. It probably only going to be maybe 30 tops. It was just too many books at one time for me, and overwhelming, basically. But I learned my lesson. But like I said, getting back this book here, man, it's going to hold a special place in my collection, and it will not go nowhere. Nowhere. All right, guys. Thank y'all for watching my video. Thanks for all who subscribe to me. If you can, check out my Instagram site, Bat Avenger 1, I think that's what it's called. I don't know why they did it that way, but I've been posting books on there, and thank y'all. That's all I can say is thank you. All right, guys. Bat Avenger out.